continuing from where we left off, let's try and put a bunch of patrol points and guard points and actually get the AI to patrol and to guard. What you need to do is just drop an actor. These things right here, all of them are actors. So we need a patrol actor. It says route. It's not really a route. It's a single node. And you can link two nodes together. To do this, we just get this thingy, open this up over here, and it says add link and make loop. So you cannot make a loop with only one node. So we add one first, and here you have the ID of the next link, and usually it's the one that's selected over here. So if you drag it, you can see that there's two of them right now, and they're connected. You can see the connection represented visually by the yellow arrows. So now we just need to drag this thing where we need the AI to go. For example, I want him to follow this way to this location, and then I want them to go back. I need a loop, basically. I probably could make a loop with just the two of them. You could try it with just two, doesn't matter really. I'll add one more link, drag it over here, and make sure that there are no obstacles between the points, because if there are, your eye will start getting stuck on them. For example, this piece of concrete right here, or this rock. So try to make sure that the way between two nodes is clear. So let's add another link, drag it over here. And now if I make a loop, it will try and make a connection between two closest nodes. So make loop, you can see it appeared right here. Assuming that your Lua file is fixed and you have the AI spawn code there, next thing you need to do is grab the closest spawn point and pick orders for your AI. So you have the property squad orders here, and there's a drop-down list, and you pick patrol. This particular spawn point will control what will the AI do when they spawn at this location. So only the AI that are that belong to the spawn point will actually try and patrol. And when they try and patrol, they look for the first node, for the first patrol node that is closest to them. And when they find it, they just start to follow the route that you created. Let's just restart the mission and see if they walk around. And there they go. They're not following the route exactly as I placed it, but can't do anything about that. You can try and change the priority of the nodes in your route, but you can see that they're just trying to follow it exactly. And because my group consists of 6 guys, they're kind of getting in the way of each other, and which makes them get stuck in geometry and shit. And you'll just have to be wary of that when you place patrol routes. Let's place a guard point. And the idea is basically the same. Let's place one, I don't know, on this roof over here. Oh, again, the guard point will not spawn anything by itself. It's just a navigation point on the map for the AI to get tied to. If you click on it, you can see the arc, which kind of represents the way the AI will be looking while guarding this particular spot. And you can change deviation, scan duration, etc. can play around with these properties to see what they exactly do to get the desired effect. I'll just change pitch. Pitch bias means if the eye is looking straight ahead, up or down. And if we make it negative, you can see that this arc goes down a bit. So I'm kind of saying don't look straight ahead. There's nothing there. Look down and kind of overwatch this patrol. Next, we need to spawn an AI for this node, because the AI down there will never try and interact with it, because they have their orders. Their orders are to patrol. That's it. They will keep patrolling until they see an enemy. Same with guards. You need to have an AI that has orders to guard a location. So let's just grab an AI spawn point, drop it here, next to this point somewhere. The AI will spawn here, and depending on their orders, he will try to follow this thing. I'll just change his squad ID. Orders, guard. Now when this AI spawns, he will try and interact with this point. We just need to set this point up, and what we need to do is give it a name. Any name will do, as long as it's more or less unique. This is alpha. Oh, let's just say GP alpha. Let's rename it. Point alpha. It should work. So let's save and restart. I'll just hide my character behind this wall so that the guarding AI can't see me when I spawn in. Save. Restart level. And then we'll go and check on that AI. First of all, our patrol kind of works. As you can see, there's too many of them, so they get stuck all the time. But I'm interested in this dude over here. As you can see, as soon as he spawned, he went to this point. And now he's guarding, rotating according to that arc I placed for him. So this is the most basic setup for any co-op mission. You can place guards, you can place patrols, you can place idle AI. They just stand there and do nothing until they detect an enemy. So having those three basic behaviors accessible, you can set up a simple framework for a mission and then add objectives on top of that. In the next video, I'll try and explain how to add objectives actually. And for that, we will need triggers and objects like this laptop over here.